In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use a cross-chain minion in order to interact with a Gnosis safe on a foreign chain using the AMB bridge. For this demo, I'm going to use a DAO on Rinkeby and a Gnosis safe on XDAI. So I have a Gnosis safe on XDAI with three owners, a signature threshold of 1 out of 3, and no safe modules installed so far. So the first step is you need to go to your DAO on the home chain, or in this case Rinkeby. Go to the Boot Market and install the Minion cross-chain dev suite. The first step will ask you for a Minion name, a minimum quorum if you wish to set it, and the foreign chain that you want to interact to. In this case, I'm going to pick XDAI, and then I need to specify the Gnosis safe address on this foreign chain. In this case, is this address. Then you need to click on Summon Minion, and the minion and a new minion safe will be deployed. Once the transaction is confirmed, you click on the next step, and in the second step, you will be required to switch to XDAI, or the foreign chain in this case, and be connected to an account that is an actual owner of the safe on XDAI, right? So in this case, I have these 3 owners right here. So I'm going to switch to one of these accounts. I'm going to switch to XDAI. And then I'm going to click on Deploy and Add Module. This step will basically deploy the AMB module, a fresh AMB module, and then we'll send a transaction proposal through the Gnosis Safe API in order to propose a transaction to the safe owners that will be adding the new AMB module to the safe. So first step, we'll deploy the AMB module, the first transaction, and then the second pop-up will show up on MetaMask in order to sign the transaction that will be sent as a proposal to the Gnosis safe. Once the second step is finished, then you will a final step will pop up that basically set up the boost to your DAO. And that's it. So once the cross-chain minion is set up, you can go to the vaults page and pick up your new safe, in this case the AMB safe. So as you can see here, on the left you have the new minion safe that you just deployed on, and on the right side you see some information of the foreign Gnosis safe that you specified during setup. As you can see here, there's a pending action. In this case, you still need to add or to confirm the transaction that will be adding the AMB module to this foreign safe. So you need to go to the Gnosis safe on XDAI, go to transactions, and you will see on the transaction queue that there's this transaction proposal that will be adding the module to the Gnosis safe. So you basically need to sign and execute this transaction on XDAI. And once the transaction is confirmed, I'm just checking that the safe module is already set up here. Cool. So once the AMP module has been added as a module in the safe, can you just refresh the bolts page? Okay. So yeah, once the module has been added, this cross-chain minion is ready to use. So for the purpose of this demo, I'm just gonna show you how you can execute a send transaction or multiple transactions at once and send this message through the cross-chain minion to the foreign Nosy safe. So in this case, the action is to remove signers from the foreign chain. So as you can see here, if we go to owners, right now, currently there are 3 owners on this foreign safe. So I'm just gonna send a minion proposal that will be removing the signers and basically will set the AMP module as the only signer of this on this safe on XDAI. So this action will create a minion proposal on this DAO. Or we're removing the signers on the safe on the foreign chain. So when the voiding period starts, I'm just gonna upvote this proposal. Cool. So once the proposal passed, you can click on process. And then execute minion. This transaction will basically execute the minion action that we sent through the proposal. So we need, in order to monitor how the message is passed through the AMP bridge, we'll need to copy the transaction hash and use the AMP live monitoring app in order to see its status. So it's waiting for the validators to sign the message. As you can see here, the Nosy safe on XDAI still has 3 owners. And this transaction was finally executed on XDAI, as you can see here. And that's it. As you can see here, the only safe owner right now is this address, which is basically the same address of the AMP module that we just added to this Nosy safe on XDAI. And if we go to our bolts page, you will see that information updated here, as you can see.